Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson is synonymous with discipline, hard work, and unwavering leadership. From blockbuster movies to thriving businesses, he embodies the spirit of perseverance. Yet beyond the cameras and the glitz, Johnson's devotion to fitness remains one of the cornerstones of his identity. For him, the gym is more than just a place to build muscle. It's a sanctuary, a breeding ground for resilience, and a stage for personal growth. But on this particular day, Johnson stepped into a gym not to lift weights or train for a role, but for something far more subtle: to observe, assess, and lead by example. The gym in question wasn't just any fitness center, it bore Johnson's name, part of a chain he had personally invested in. Yet, instead of arriving with fanfare and cameras, he chose anonymity. A gray, oversized hooded sweatshirt concealed his iconic frame, a plain baseball cap cast a shadow over his face, and the subtle scruff of his beard added to his incognito look. Despite his towering physique and undeniable aura, he slipped into the gym unnoticed. It was early morning, the kind of hour Johnson thrived in. Inside, the atmosphere was quiet. Only a handful of members were present, diligently working through their routines. The rhythmic hum of treadmills, the soft clang of weights, and the occasional exhalation filled the air. Dwayne's sharp eyes scanned the facility, absorbing the smallest details. He wasn't just looking for cleanliness or organization, he was observing the people, the culture, the energy that pulsed through the gym's veins. In the far corner, a young trainer, no older than his mid-20s, was guiding a member through a squat routine. His enthusiasm was palpable. He corrected form with patience, demonstrating the movements with precision. His energy was infectious, and even from across the room, Johnson could see the positive rapport he had built with the member. This was the kind of passion that made gyms thrive. But not all corners told the same story. Behind the reception desk, a staff member sat slouched, eyes glued to a phone screen. Newcomers received little more than a distracted nod or half-hearted wave. Dwayne's gaze lingered there for a moment longer, disappointment flickering in his eyes. He understood better than anyone. A gym's heartbeat isn't just the equipment or the layout, it's the people. And leadership, he believed, must start at the very first point of contact. After a brief warm-up, Johnson started lifting weights, blending into the routine like any regular gym goer. Yet, as he moved through his sets, his attention never wavered from the dynamics around him. He watched members encouraging each other, staff interacting or failing to, and trainers pushing clients to their limits. Every detail was stored away, each observation reinforcing his belief that leadership often lies in the unseen moments. Eventually, Johnson made his way back to the reception desk, his water bottle in hand. Approaching the staff member, he kept his voice low and calm. "Hey, can I get some information about memberships?" he asked, masking his distinct tone. The receptionist barely glanced up, lazily gesturing to a stack of brochures. "Yeah, over there," they mumbled, returning their focus to the glowing phone screen. Before Johnson could respond, the young trainer from earlier strode over, wiping sweat from his brow. "Hey there, need some help? I can give you a quick tour if you're interested. We've got some great classes and equipment." Dwayne flashed a small smile, nodding. "Sure, that'd be great." As they walked through the gym, the trainer, Jake, as he introduced himself, bubbled with enthusiasm. He proudly showcased the equipment, shared details about class schedules, and emphasized the gym's supportive community. It wasn't rehearsed, it was genuine. Johnson listened intently, quietly impressed by Jake's commitment to making every member feel welcome. At the end of the tour, Johnson paused. "Thanks for that. I appreciate it, Jake. You've got a real talent for this." Jake grinned. "No problem, man. I love what I do." With a deliberate slowness, Johnson lowered his hood, allowing the light to fully illuminate his face. For a moment, Jake's expression froze. His eyes widened in disbelief. "Oh man, you're Dwayne Johnson?" Jake stammered, barely able to contain his excitement. Johnson chuckled softly. "Yeah, and you're doing a hell of a job here, Jake. Your passion's easy to spot. Keep it up." Still grinning, Jake nodded, visibly proud. Johnson's expression grew more serious as he turned back to the reception desk. "Hey," he said, addressing the distracted staff member, "I know it's easy to get lost in your phone, but when people walk in here, they're looking for more than just a workout. They're searching for motivation, inspiration. That starts with you." The staff member blinked, immediately pocketing the phone, offering a sheepish apology. Before leaving, Johnson handed Jake a sleek business card embossed with gold lettering. "If you ever want to take your career to the next level, give me a call," Johnson said with a wink. Jake turned the card over in his hands, eyes wide with disbelief. Printed boldly across the top was Dwayne Johnson's name. As Johnson exited the gym, Jake stood rooted in place, gripping the card like a lifeline. That morning had shifted from ordinary to extraordinary, opening doors Jake hadn't even imagined knocking on. Dwayne Johnson had once again proven that leadership doesn't stem from status or titles. It flourishes in the quiet, genuine moments of connection and empowerment, where real change happens, one person at a time.